Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Sadiam Brain from Government Girls Degree College Sanghar. Dear students, today we will start chapter number 6 from first year biology, and the chapter is Kingdom Prokaryote. You know very well that all the cellular organisms are classified into 5 kingdoms. Cellular mean the body of the organisms are composed of cells. So all the cellular organisms which are composed of are classified into 5 kingdoms. These are kingdom Prokaryote, kingdom Protoctista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae, and kingdom Animalia. So first kingdom is kingdom Prokaryote. The word kingdom means it is the highest rank of classification, and the Prokaryote means pro mean before and karyon mean nucleus. So in this kingdom all the organisms have their cells which don't have complete nucleus, or they don't have well organized cytoplasmic organelles. So if we talk about the groups of this kingdom, so there are two main groups, Archaebacteria and Eubacteria. Archaea mean ancient. Archaebacteria are the it is a group in which the organisms have simple or simplest cellular structure, and in this group the number of species are limited, so it's a smaller group of kingdom Prokaryote. If we talk about Eubacteria, these are evolved from the Archaebacteria, and they have simplest structure but they have large number of species. So this group is little bit larger than Archaebacteria. Here in this structure you can clearly see the differences in the structure of the cell of Archaebacteria and Eubacteria. You can find the cellular cytoplasmic organelles here, and flagella in both the cells. So simple structure you can find in Archaebacteria, while in Eubacteria little bit complexity you will see. So if we talk about the discovery, so as you know that bacteria are very small that we can't see with our naked eye. So its discovery is linked with the invention of microscope. So as you know that little things or too much minute things just can be seen with the help of microscope. So first Dutch chemist well known Antony van Leeuwenhoek, he discovered first time microbes. Actually he was observing a drop of water, and during his observation in microscope he observed a small creature in that drop of water, and he named them animalcule. So after that these small creatures are animalcule. He also confirmed this creature from saliva, vinegar, and infusions. After Leeuwenhoek, Louis Pasteur, a well-known scientist, also confirmed the existence of microbes, that microbes are present. So he also he contributed in the discovery of bacteria and microbes, that these microbes can cause diseases and infections. After Louis Pasteur, another scientist, well-known Robert Koch, he first time discovered bacteria. Actually he was observing a blood of sheep who died of anthrax. Anthrax actually is a type of fever. So he find a small rod-shaped bacillus type creature, and in that blood, so he named those creatures as bacillus. Bacillus mean rod shaped. So first time Robert Koch discovered the bacteria, and also he also formulated germ theory. After this that was a small introduction of so now occurrence of bacteria. Occurrence, the word occurrence mean where bacteria are found. Bacteria are omnipresent. You know, omnipresent mean they are present in air, in water, oil, deposits. Decaying matter means dead material of the plant body of plants, animals, and living things. Also in the living organisms like man, animal and plants. They are also present in hot spring where temperature is very high, and they are also present in saline water, and they are also present in polluted air and water. Means you can say that they are present in every type of environment, and so we use here the word omnipresent. Now the size of bacteria, as you know that they are very small, so their size range from zero point 0.1 to 600 micrometer, while if we talk about the smallest bacteria, their size range from 0.1 to 2 micrometers.